G'day guys! With Halloween just a couple of days away, let's talk Raikuri axe, or also known as the shark axe. The Raikuri is the second best axe in game, and it's the only one that's craftable all year round. To craft this axe for your collection, you will need 1 bag of sand. You collect this at Woods R Us for 1,600 from Tom. 1 light bulb. You collect this at Fancy Furnishings for 2,600 from Corey. Reminder though that the store is open during daylight hours, so make sure you pick the right time to go. Lastly, 1 can of worms. You collect it at the shack for 3,200 from Bob. While you're here at Bob's though, grab 2 dynamite as well. They're $220 each. This is to access the Taiga biome. You will need it. So in total, the Raikuri axe materials will cost you $7,400 per axe. To access it, it will cost you in materials 2 bridge tiles and 2 dynamite, a total of $640. Sometimes to make it worth the trip, bring more materials to make several axes at one time. That way you only pay for the 2 bridges and the dynamite. So let's talk clues. Have you ever noticed these signs? Number 1. If you've ever attempted to climb to the roof of Woods R Us, there is a little thing hidden on the back of the big store sign. It gives us a clue. Raikuri eats light bulbs. Number 2. While snooping around in Woods R Us, right at the very back behind the barrels, is another. It gives us a clue that Zolaketh eats sand. Number 3. If you've ever noticed when buying up land, there is a little sign hidden right beside Reuven. It gives us the clue that Guzmanak eats worms. Sounds yum, right? Lastly, have you ever noticed the eagle on the bulletin board inside of Woods R Us? It gives us a clue to the location where all these 3 fellas are in the game. So let's make it. Once you have all your items together, whether it to make one, many, or even go as a group, here's a tip. Make sure that you drive your own items that you paid for. Otherwise, you'll suffer from the ownership glitch. So once all loaded, head towards the Taiga biome, otherwise known as the ice biome. Up the hill, you'll see a big pile of rocks. This is where and why we need the dynamite. Make sure you get it into a position where it will move all the rocks, or you might need more than one. And there she blows. Now we head off to the right. In the dark it gets a little harder to see, but after some practice it gets easier. We head right to the very back. And here you'll see it on the wall. Yep, the red eagle, just like the one from the notice board. If you move your mouse around, you'll find something hidden in the snow. It's a hatch. Now, you'll be able to get maybe one or two, depending on how quick you are, through the hole before it closes. It closes fast. I'll point out though, keep your items boxed. One, it makes it easier to see in the snow. And number two, it makes it easier for the next part. Once all your items are in, drop yourself in. See? A secret little bunker. There are 3 blokes sitting around the table. And this is where the clues come into play. This one on the left is Guzmanak. He eats worms. So place the box of worms on his plate. The one in the middle is Zoloketh. He eats sand. So place the sandbox on his plate. And lastly, the one on the right is Rakurio, and he eats light bulbs. You guessed it, we put the light globe box on his plate. And as I said earlier, it's actually easier to lift and place them onto the plates while still in their boxes. So now we open them all. And once they're all open, here it comes, one Rhycuriax. You'll only need to click it once to make it stop floating. You can either pick it up like any other object or equip it using E. It might pay to leave other axes at home so you have an empty toolbar to equip many and drop them in your truck once you're done. So there you go. It's as easy as that to make the Raikuri, or aka Shark Axe. Remember, on the 31st of October, Halloween Day, you can actually use this method to make end time axes like this. Also, there's an increased chance of finding spook and sinister trees too, so keep your eyes peeled. I love seeing pics of people's finds during this month, so feel free to share either via Twitter or flick me an email. And if you have any other questions, let me know. So while I chill out here and make more for my collection, and probably stock up ready for Halloween Day, I'll catch you later, alligator.